Hello, friends, and greetings for the day. Welcome back to another live session of our channel. And we here together connect to make sure that we look forward to listen to your queries, concerns, doubts, and clarification, and try to make sure that we give you the best assistance possible so that we can look forward to have the best experience of being a part of this channel together. And certainly, there are many such platforms which do provide you a lot of educational material, but when it comes to learning and getting it clarified with a lot of your questions, that's where we want to be a little bit extra, taking that extra one step to make sure that beyond the videos, whatever questions you have, we also take a moment to respond to you with all those queries or concerns, clarifications, whatsoever you may have. And that's where we are here again. And as usual, every Saturday we connect together to listen to your queries, concerns, doubts, and clarification, and try to answer them as much as possible. So welcome aboard and greetings for the day. It's yet another live session of our channel TM Square. And we are looking forward to listen to you, try to understand your concerns, queries, doubts, and clarification, and respond them back to. So to start, of course, we have, of course, continued with our ISTQB Foundation this week. However, I could only upload 2 videos because I was in a training traveling to Hyderabad and could not get much time in the late evenings as I was having other work also to do, the project work to take care of. So I think I'll be having a great bandwidth right from this week, and you can expect every single day a video, and every 5 days you will have 5 videos. So continuously for next 20 days, at least you will have 20 videos coming up, and most probably we'll be done with chapter 4 to 5. I assume so, because I'm trying to simplify things as much as possible. I'm not trying to rush. See, it's very simple that if I want, I can make a 10 minutes video covering 3 topics, but that doesn't help you to pass or succeed with the examination. So have patience. Please support me with your patience, and certainly you're going to have the world's best content. But I do understand there are many people who have a target and timelines to achieve the certification, but I'm so sorry, as most of the countries have not yet rolled out 4.0. I started this playlist a little late because we didn't want it to other people to get confused that, hey, we should not refer to 3.1 now, because our channel is one among the world's best channel, of course, and people sometimes blindly rely on the information what we provide. Yes, we have met many people across the world who said that whatever you say is right, and we'll just go with that. So that's the reason with better recognitions, better visibility comes better responsibilities, and you have to be worried about the people in that point of time, and make sure that what you do does not impact anyone. So I'm really sorry for those people who are trying to take the examination a little early, but trust me, this is what the schedule says. We will be covering around 4 to 5 chapter by this month, and in February mid, I can promise you the completion of the 4.0. So that's how the track is going on right now, and we should be able to complete 4.0 before that. And many people are asking in India, should I take 3.1 or 4.0? So in India, it's still 3.1. Okay. So again, people who watch this video or people who are part of this live session right now, it's going to be 3.1. Okay. And it's not 4.0. In India, it is 3.1. And many other neighboring nations, be it Bangladesh, Singapore, Malaysia, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, UAE, we still have 3.1. Okay, so only in the Europe and US, we have started with 4.0. And India may be rolling out a little early than scheduled. That is around March or April 4.0. Okay, so before that, if you're taking the examination, you are taking on 3.1 itself, right? So I think that was pretty much. So first of all, welcome to the very new year. This is our very first live session of this 2024. And I'm very, very happy that we could make it to 2024 happily, and wishing you all a very happy new year. Of course, belated, but this is where we connect together. So 2024 is a great new year for all of us, and we shall look forward to do more and more for all our learners, all our QA community members, to make sure that they have the world's best content on this platform, and this should become a one-point stop for any QA to learn about anything, right? So we will be working on a lot of other concepts, a lot of other tutorials related to tools, concepts on our other channel, Testing in Nutshell. If you're not subscribed, please do so. You will find my channel as Testing in Nutshell, and you will find all the testing related concepts other than certifications there. Okay, meanwhile, we have a lot of people coming in. Khalil says, good evening, very good evening, Khalil. Colin says, good morning. Good morning, Colin. I hope you're well today. I'm doing absolutely fine. Thank you for asking. I hope you're doing fine as well. Phil Rep is saying, good morning, a very good morning. Shweta says, I'm giving an exam on 23rd of January 2024. Which one I can prefer? I think, Shweta, you already got the answer then. I didn't see that you have already asked that same question. But yes, it is 3.1, what you have to follow if you're writing in January. Okay, not 4.0. So go to my other playlist and you'll have everything what you need. Khalil says, sir, for first time ISTQB exam, um, what is that? Which exam to write. The very first examination for any individual on this planet is ISTQB Foundation. So you must start for IST preparation for ISTQB Foundation, and there is no other way that you can take up any other certification. So sometimes people think that, like, if I have some other criteria, may I go and take any other certification or something? No, it's very well defined rule and sequence of examinations. So no matter if you are 10-year old test manager also in the industry, you will have to start with foundation itself. Okay, so foundation is the first step in our ISTQB certifications, and anyone who is starting to take certification has to start with ISTQB foundation itself. So it's not like a criteria or experience or qualification which defines which certification you should take first. So everyone on this planet has to start with ISTQB foundation itself. Okay, so you will find my playlist on my channel. So if you just navigate to my channel on the other window, go to the playlist and you'll find a playlist called as ISTQB 3.1, and you can quickly refer that for your all preparations. Okay, so let me just parallelly, I'm just opening that hyperlink so I can just drop it to you. So where is it? Yeah, right here. So copy and I'll paste it on the chat as well. That's for you, Khalid. So you can go ahead and start your preparation with this ISTQB Foundation playlist. Okay, and all the very best. All the very best to you as well, Shweta, for your preparation and examination. And I think I'm just caught up at this point of time. So yeah, I think it's really very tough sometimes because I'm getting a lot of queries about this confusion between 3.1 and 4.0. So I thought of like mentioning that as first thing. Second important thing, you will be having more sample questions coming in, of course, after this ISTQB Foundation playlist 4.0. I'll be preparing a playlist on discussions of 4.0 exam questions so that you can also parallelly prepare that. But again, as you know, that this is a single heart, and I am also working for my bread and butter. I'm not a professional YouTuber. Okay, so I don't see this as a profession. I'm just doing it as a courtesy to help my community that they can learn, they can get certified without any cost or expensive trainings what they take in market. But I'm not a full-time YouTuber or something, so my times are very limited. I'm very engaged in my day-to-day work, and sometimes I cannot put a video at all. And I know my people here, the followers, certainly feel a little bad thing that Neeraj, when is the next video coming in? But unfortunately, I may not be very consistent when I have work. And yeah, but I'm promising you this week, next week, next to next week, I'll be very available. I'll make sure that I'll record the video and keep it handy so that even if I'm not available at some point of time, my videos are scheduled and they will be published every single day, one video. Okay, so I'm making sure that when I have time, I utilize it the most, right? Colin says, last week you mentioned it is good to give extra focus on chapters 4 and 5 for the test. Yeah, of course, that's true. Are there any new topics that we can look forward to in 4.0 syllabus compared to 3.1? Of course, I think I've also created a video dedicated to the difference between 3.1 and 4.0. So if you can watch that, that would be of great help. I've gone point by point that what was new and what is existing. So let me just quickly check it out if I can quickly bring it up or share the link with you. So I created a dedicated, yeah, that's here. So it would be very helpful. Of course, you can watch this probably later. So this video the link what I just dropped is a video which talks about the comparison between 3.1 and 4.0 and talks about every single comparison of the topic from different chapters, what has changed and what remains the same. Okay. Second important thing, 4 and 5 are most critical, of course, because that has maximum number of marks, right? But chapter 1 and 2 are holding 10 marks together. But see, again, I should not say that this is not valuable. Everything is valuable. You should go through all the chapters for sure. But the point being made is the chapter 4 and 5 are more critical compared to any other chapters. Okay, that's all I would like to say. Because sometimes when I make such statements, people think that, okay, I should just prepare 4 and 5 and other chapters are not at all required. No, no, no. Let's not get this wrong. So you have to put all the effort for all the chapters because they come together. There's a lot of combination between the different concepts, but the 4 and 5 will play a very vital role in your success of the examination because it has the major contribution of around 20 marks, and 20 marks is almost the 50% of 40. Almost what? It is exactly 50% of the total marks, that is 20, right? So in that context, of course, the 4 and 5 will be deciding factor. So don't compromise anything there. But other chapters will certainly be a great booster. And I don't recommend my people to get 26 alone. Okay. I always push people to get 40 on 40. There's no harm, right? Having a better knowledge. I do understand your marks are not printed on the certificate and it does not even create a discrimination that hey, you will get a different certificate altogether if you got 40 or 30 or 35. You just, it's a qualification criteria. As far as you have 26 or above, you get certified. That's it. There's no discrimination beyond that. But when you score better, you believe better on yourself. You have a better confidence about the concepts and the different topics what you're prepared, and not only about certification. You get to apply these concepts back into your industry as you start working. Though they are theoretical concepts, but practically they do apply, right? They are not just theoretical. This works in practical way as well. So never learn anything. Again, giving a generic statement, nothing specific to call in or anyone. It's general recommendation from my side. Whenever you learn something new, don't learn it as a concept or theoretical thing that you are trying to learn. Learn it from a way that you can go and apply it back so that you can even tell other people that how does it work? How does it function? Right? And that's where you get the credibility of learning something new. So make sure that whenever you learn something, you just don't learn it in a way that you can go and apply it or explain somebody else about the same. So yeah, that's where I think every single topic, every single chapter would be very important. But 4 and 5 plays a vital role as they have maximum contribution. And regarding the second question, what you had, that is the difference between 4.0 and 3.1. Yeah, the I would like to talk something more about it because this question also goes in line with the people who are writing 4.0, but right now my 4.0 is not completely ready. So yes, you can watch this video to get the differences because there are not a lot of differences. Okay, so you can easily go through 3.1 itself and prepare for 4.0. Trust me or not, I've already got hundreds of comments that people passed 4.0 without my 4.0 playlist by going through 3.1 itself, because there are not a lot of topics which have changed. Of course there are changes, but it's just that only few topics have changed and rest all remains the same, right? So 3.1 would be still playing that role to make you pass in 4.0. Okay, so all those people who are attending 4.0, the 3.1 will still be very much valuable for you to prepare while I'm preparing the playlist. Okay, and team, just a humble request, if you are new here, do not forget to subscribe to the channel because that helps YouTube understand that we should push this and recommend this channel to everyone else, because we have 5 million plus views on our channel, but we hardly have 36.5 subscribers, which means a YouTube algorithm understands that the people are not looking forward to stay with this guy. Do they watch video, but they don't want to subscribe? So that creates a negative algorithm, and that's why probably YouTube does not spread the word, and we are not able to reach the maximum users of our QA community. We want to help everyone and just not limit it to what we have right now. So please support by subscribing the channel And do drop a like if you are really happy with what we do. Any video, whatever video you're watching, just click on thumbs up. That's it. And YouTube will take care of the rest. Okay? It's just that in my videos, I don't want to call this out. You will never hear me asking you to subscribe at the end of the video because this is an educational channel and I'm not a professional YouTuber. In fact, sometimes I feel how to say it a little shy sometimes that should I really go and beg them to subscribe? Because people who are happy, they will do that. Okay? We don't have to ask them. So I believe on organic. That is like if you are happy with the service, you'll do it yourself. But sometime I heard, the YouTube partner program when I attended, they said, in your videos, we have observed you never ask them to do. So sometimes people may feel this as an attitude or arrogancy also, that this guy is arrogant enough and doesn't want people to request as well that please subscribe my video. I said, what? Is that even possible? He says, yeah, it's just the intuition, right? It's a human psychology. They may feel that you're not even least bothered about the people and you're not even requesting them to ask for subscribing. And second is they may feel that you are arrogant. You don't want to beg them. I said, oh, really? Does that mean so? Then I said, I'll not spoil my videos for that for sure, because education content will remain educational itself. Let me just ask them during live sessions. However, we don't have a very big audience here, but you can do anything. That's the power of people, right? So please do so. And again, as far as you are happy, okay? No force, nothing, but just grow the crowd so that we can reach out to maximum. Trust me or not, I did around 100 sessions in last year, 2023, and at least 90% of my each of my session is 3 days. Okay, 3 days I do session in corporate, so 100 into 3 is already 300. So I was packed whole year. So when you say you did 300 days training, you went to so many companies, you've met so many people. Trust me or not, 90% of my trainings, that is out of 100, 90 sessions, nobody knew who am I. And they're all testers. They're all looking for ISTQB certification. But they didn't even know that this TM Square channel exists. Can you believe that? And I'm not talking about one particular country or one particular city in my country. I'm talking about the whole world. I've traveled to many places, Singapore, Kenya, Malaysia. And they said, oh, we heard this channel first time. So that shows clearly that my channel is not reachable to them. However, there are so many people watching this, but still, the reach does not reach everyone until unless your love and care comes in form of the like and subscribe. That's YouTube algorithm. Okay, that's how YouTube works. Because if the people don't respond, they think it's not useless. It's useless. So please just support that. Okay. All right. So yeah, that's one thing. And apart from that, of course, last time I did a lot of promises to you. So we have already started the work. Started the work in the sense I've started working on the playlist on other tools like Postman, JMeter, X-Ray. X-Ray is already prepared. So, some advanced options are also there. So a lot of such tools will be coming up next in my other channel called as Testing in Nutshell, which is almost dead now. Dead now because I did not upload any video for the last 1 year. And if you don't do that, YouTube brings it almost to dead. Okay, if you don't touch your channel for the last 1 year, 365 days. So I'm very sorry to say that, of course, I was very occupied with this channel and trying to make sure that I consistently work here at least. So the other channel, I could not really put a lot of effort. So now I'll be working on that and building more content for tools as well. So Testing in Nutshell has great content coming up for you. And second important thing, I'm going to work on more preparation, that is on sample papers, and publish it on my blogspot, where you can find them to exercise, practice, prepare well. Again, you do understand that this is certification. Once done, probably you don't have any use of that. But knowledge certainly can be available, right? It can be reused whenever you want. So sample papers, as in when I created, it might be useful for people who are going to write after that. But for now, those who are writing, currently we don't have any special sample papers, but we do have the 3 mock papers, which currently we host on our channel. Sorry, not on channel, our page. And right here is the link to that also. So mock papers for CDF. Okay, so I'm also drawing those who are new. You can find them here. So that's what it is, right? So I'm going to work on more sample papers, given that 2024 should give you better content, and yeah, I'll work on that. And plus, the third thing is I'm going to work on the events and sessions, public sessions, because trust me, I denied so many people last year, 2023. I have said no to so many people because of time crunch. They've always wanted to, have a personalized session or probably a session with me, but I could not do. I think I did only one or two session in entire 2023, like public sessions. Corporate, I did 100 sessions. That's my, my regular job. But public session, I hardly did one or two. Yeah, two. I think I remember two. So this year I'm planning to do more. So weekends I'll be announcing. So make sure that you stay tuned on my post of LinkedIn. And second important thing, even here when it comes our YouTube posts, you will also be getting a notification here that what is the next event coming up. So many people ask me, where do you post about your new batches? Then that's one on YouTube, and that you will only get to know if you subscribe. Okay, because you get notified about the posts only if you subscribe the channel. And second, on LinkedIn. So if you just connect with me on LinkedIn, you will get notified again, because I post at both the places, letting everyone know that I'm conducting an ISTQB Foundation training or any other training. So just follow me at any one place, and you will be aware of like when the session happens, and you can be a part of it. I might be planning one in February, so just be giving a heads up. I'll be planning a session for February, and we'll be having a session on ICP Foundation. So look forward to this, and we give both the options, like if you want weekday session or weekend session, so you can just choose accordingly. Okay, because I do both, because many people do not have time over the weekend because of family commitments and all. So they sometimes take 4 hours each day on the weekdays, and weekends. Some people they are there, so we do both the batches whenever we do it. So please connect with me on LinkedIn or subscribe the channel to get awareness about what session is coming up next. Okay, so I didn't see a lot of questions coming in today. However, I'm been talking for the last 20 minutes, waiting for the new comment. So please let me know if you have any questions, and do drop your queries whatsoever you may have, and I'll be doing that. Okay. Srinivas says course fee, sir. Okay, that's a very tricky question. Right now something what is running in my mind. I was trying to almost make it completely free, because I never wanted to charge people when I wanted a session. But trust me, then the crowd seriousness and the people engagement becomes totally different. Like I may have even 100 participants and I cannot deny them. And second important thing is people just register, and I may have a different number altogether. So I'll keep it very minimal. I may even keep it as like 1,000 or 2,000 bucks. Trust me, yeah, that's going to be the number. So I'm not yet sure. I'll publish it very clearly. So it will be either 1,000 bucks or 2,000 rupees. That's it, not more than that. Okay, I'm not going to charge you beyond anything. So that's going to be the least piece what I think I'll be charging on this entire planet for ISTQB from this platform. Okay, so just stay tuned for that, because I'm yet to decide, and you never know what I decide. So it will be something below 2,000 itself, not above that. Will not charge you beyond. Okay, what else? So I've been talking just to fill the gap, but this session is yours, not mine. I don't have a vlog to update here. But of course, a live Q&A session, which means if you have questions, please ask me. I'll be happy to answer them. You have a suggestion to make this channel better, please do so. I'll be more than happy. However, I keep getting a lot comments over the comment box, and I keep responding to them. But of course, direct interaction is something totally different. Maria says, I'm planning to taking the examination at the end of the month. What topics you recommend to pay attention to more? Of course, Maria, the most important chapters are chapter 4 and 5, right? given that all the techniques are lying there, so you must be very, very confident with how to apply these techniques and what the concepts are, because the black box techniques are at K3, you will be asked to apply them, and white box and experience based are at K2, so you will be just asked to understand and theoretically respond to them. So chapter 4 and 5 are more critical, but other chapters are equally important. So you will have to go through chapter 1, 2, 3 also. 6 is very lightweight, so you don't really have to put a lot of effort, like you have around 1 or 2 questions coming from there. But when it comes to 1, 2, 3, you have, I think, 5 questions each. So that's a new structure change. Okay, so I don't remember everything, but yeah, 4 and 5 will be more critical for you. So pay attention to techniques. They can help you to succeed. They are success factors. So 20 marks are just from chapter 4 and 5. Okay, and 1, 2, 3 will just boost your score. So just keep an eye on that accordingly. Shweta says, please update the video on November 23 exam questions, paper, and solutions if possible. Foundation level exam. Sorry, what was that? Please update the video on the November 23 exam question paper and solution. What is that? Can you just elaborate a little bit? November 23 exam. What is it? Question paper. What was November 23? I didn't get it. Sorry. Shweta, if you can just a little bit elaborate that. The video on the 23 exam question paper. November 23. Okay, just let me know. I'm not able to make it out. Okay, Colin says, can you expand on shift left? I have watched the video and generally understand what it is, but it just isn't clicking as to why I'm learning about it. Okay, sure. So Colin, shift left, as the name says, right? It's more of like preponing any activity. So as per a generic test process, you have the phases like test analysis, design, implementation, execution. Okay, let's take it very summarized way. Analysis, I analyze the work products, whatever I have to understand in order to test a system. Test design, I start preparing test cases, I identify the data and so on. Implementation, I do further readiness like prioritization of test cases, preparing test execution schedule, automated test cases, setting up the environment, readiness of data and so on. And execution, I execute the test, report the defect, do retesting, regression, and all that, right? Now, say for example, as per your process, you planned to do the prioritization of test cases during implementation, correct? But this time, for this project, you have decided to prioritize your test cases during test design itself. Okay, why? There might be complexity, there might be risk involved. There are some modules in your application which are slightly more critical than others. So you're trying to do the prioritization of those test cases much earlier. Okay, second example. I have some modules decided to be tested in unit testing, interfaces to be tested in integration, system to be tested in system. But if I prepone any of my system test cases to be executed during interface testing, that is integration, I call it as preponing. Why I'm doing that? Because that's critical. I want to observe this much earlier so that I'm prepared for it, right? If there are issues, I can fix it then and there because I don't want to delay it further, right? So whenever you're not sure about something, you try to do that first because you don't have a timeline for it. You don't know the criticality of it. You don't know how this will show up when it happens. So when it happens later, you might be on a time crunch or time pressure. Thus, you try to prepone it. And that preponing than your normal process, that means doing an activity before the scheduled plan, is what you call it as shift left approach. That means trying to do something early. And same thing if I take it as overall in the sense like in a full process together, testing generally is seen as an activity to be conducted after development action happens, but that is dynamic testing, correct? But when it comes to static, of course, it gets started much earlier. So that's what is shift left, saying that testers do not wait for the developers to complete the coding and then get involved. No, they are involved right from the day one. As and when the requirements are available, the testers start doing testing. That is called as static testing. So that's what they are referring to. Earlier, There was no such concept, but static testing existed from 20 years ago. Okay, but people were least bothered about it. Trust me or not. And all my sessions, I have been explaining this to all our learners that static testing is shift left itself. But today, the trend has come. People are talking about prevention more than finding, and I think this objective is there in the syllabus from last 20 years. So point is, yes, moving a thing than earlier than expected is what you call it as shift left approach, and that can be anything. For example, performance testing happens generally after system testing. But if a performance tester get involved during unit testing and start executing the codes to check the memory leak, variables, and data types, then it's just a shift left approach. Make sense? Let me know. Maria says, thank you, you're welcome. Sintu says, sir, which board you have to choose, sir? Which board? Every country has a board, so you have to go with your country. So I assume you are in India right now. Again, assumption, okay? If you wherever you are, you can just pick up your country specific board. So if you're in India, you choose Indian testing board. So you have to take from your respective countries. Okay, Colin, good to see that. Thank you. Yes, team, go ahead. If you got a question, do not hesitate. All we do here is respond to your queries, and your queries are not evaluated with their scale of complexity. That means I don't judge you whether you're asking me a complicated question or a silly question. Your question is a question to me, and all I have to do is answer that. Okay, so do not hesitate. Even if you have a silly question that what does ISTQB stand for, feel free to ask me. I'll be happily answering that. Okay. Khalid says, sir, what is the fee for the exam? The fee again varies from country to country. Okay, it's not exactly the same. However, in India, it costs you around 6,200 some changes. And similarly, you might have to check with your particular country. And I'm so sorry. You see, from the name, we cannot make out which part of the world you are in. Sometimes people from India also sitting in UK, and they will be chatting with me. And there are many people who are sitting in different countries. So I generally ask people that wherever which country you are from, you must check from there. Okay. So as people migrate from here and there, right? So we cannot really make a judgment that which person is where. So please, Khalil, just check with the country. If you're in India, this is what the cost is, around 6,200 some change. And if you're in any other country, you can check with your board, or you can let me know. Probably I can quickly check and let you know what will be the cost in your respective country right now. Shweta says, can you please upload a video of foundation level exam questions and its solution, which was conducted in November and December 2023? Oh, okay. I got your point now. All right, you know what? ITB does not release, in fact, ISTQB, not ITB, ISTQB does not release their exam papers to the people. So you don't have any dumps. Okay? In fact, nobody knows. Even if I know what are the questions we ask, we cannot let you know. Okay? By any means. I can't even talk about that. Officially, unofficially, whatever. So we don't release any mock papers in public. So you don't have any kind of visibility to what exams were conducted in last 1 week or last 1 month or last 1 year. Okay? So that playlist is highly impossible because we don't have any visibility to the real papers, as even they don't allow you to carry the examination questions with you. You can't even make a note of it and take it for reference. They will snatch your paper. Simple. Okay, because we don't disclose the exam questions to the people or public, like on different portals. So you can only see the exam questions during examination, and you're supposed to just walk out after submitting your paper. That's it. Okay. So I'm so sorry. That's not something which is a possibility. ISTQB doesn't support that, and we don't have any kind of dumps available for ISTQB. So they give you 3 mock papers officially to prepare and get an insight. But whatever you find elsewhere on the websites are created by people. Okay, people like you and me, just to gain some good attention. So that's why most of them are invalid, wrong, and have wrong questions and wrong answers. So Shweta, sorry to say, we will not be able to do that because that's not a possibility at all. Okay, so we don't have any visibility to what the examination questions were. Thank you for understanding. Murli says, what is the benefit of having ISTQB Foundation certificate for a non-IT graduate who wants to start career in software testing? Very interesting question. In fact, that should be helpful to many other people, probably who are new and watching this video later also after the live session. Number one, for a non-IT person to come into IT, you certainly have to gain the knowledge, because knowledge is the most important thing. Even if I have 10 certifications with me, but I don't know what does it mean, it does not make sense to industry. So the very first thing will be the knowledge of testing. You need to know what exactly is the concept, why are we testing, what are the methods, techniques, and so on. But in order to give you more preference compared to someone already in IT but not, really capable like you, I would need some speciality. And that's where the certification will add value. It will make your profile more recognizable, more affordable in terms of picking up someone from IT who doesn't even have a certification. Okay, so it's just a credibility which is added to your portfolio additionally to make sure that you get your job faster compared to that of being an ordinary non-IT person. Okay, so that's where the certifications gives you better recognition or value added input to make sure that when you start hunting your job, right, then organizations, they see you that, hey, he's coming from non-IT background. Okay, this guy is coming from non-IT background, and he doesn't have any skill set also, correct? But when you showcase in your profile that I even have certification on this, then that's an international certification. That means a body has recognized you, that this guy knows what is the testing concept all about. So you will have a very better recognition to get your transformation done faster than without certification. Okay, so it will just boost your profile. Right, Molly? I hope that makes sense and answers your question. If you still have anything else, please do let me know. Sintu says, thank you, sir. You're welcome, Sintu. Murli says, thank you, sir. You're welcome too. Right. So again, we are pretty much caught up. Go ahead, team. You got a question? Do not hesitate. I'm really happy to assist you, guide you well, and give you all that support what you probably may need at any point of time to, continue your journey as a test engineer or move on to the next level too. And do not forget to drop a thumbs up if you're happy with what we do and just want to support the channel. Yeah, you can even take membership programs. Of course, we have it minimum as $120 a month. And this membership is basically for, people who really want to do something for us. I started membership is, because of people who said that we are really happy and what can we do for you? And I was like, you don't have to do anything for me. I don't charge for YouTube tutorials. It's available for free. They said, no, but we are happy and we just want to thank you. What can we do? I said, just, yeah, be a part of our membership program, because the money what you pay, we collect together and sponsor a kid who cannot sponsor his own fees. So we basically go to the nearby school and give that money, equal amount of money. I also put from my pocket, and whatever we get from membership, we put that money together and give it to an underprivileged kid who probably sometime does not is not able to afford his school fees or something, and give him a school bag or the other equipments what they may need for study. So yeah, we just use that money for that. So that's where I started membership program. So you will see a join button. If you're really happy and you want to do something for this community, you can always do that, and it's completely optional. Okay. In addition, what do you get as a benefit of being member? You get extra 1 hour personalized member only session, because of course I should give you some perk for those 100 rupees, which is like $1.5 what you pay me every month. Okay, using membership, you get an additional 1 hour members only, two-way communication session on Zoom call, so that you can learn something more from me, and even you can ask me questions or topics to discuss. So one way you can ask me do anything in 1 hour. Probably you can ask me to make me laugh, make you laugh, or you can ask me to explain a topic, and I would do that. It's a two-way. It's not a live session. It's a Zoom call where you can also talk to me. Okay, so that's what the benefits, what you get from being a member of this channel, but that's just a courtesy. And again, it's not mandatory. You don't lose anything if you are not a member of the channel. Okay, so you're not going to lose anything, even if you're an ordinary subscriber. Okay, that's only for people who just thought we could do something. That's it, but it's not mandatory. Okay. All right. Sintu says, sir, I was confused with the equivalent partition question. Could you please give any tips to crack the question? See, again, tips in the sense, basically, you need to understand what are the ranges, right? Most important thing is understanding the range because they use a very dramatical way of uh, representing the operators equal to, less than or equal to, right? People generally go wrong there. And trust me or not, people don't even remember I went wrong. Why? Because they read it and that's what they read it. They did not read the exact thing. They think, no, it was less than. But when I take the paper back again and say, look at this, what is it written? They say, oh, yeah, less than or equal. See, when we go wrong, our mind doesn't even know that we went wrong because that's how you read it. So the first and foremost important thing, Sintu, will be that you should read patiently. Okay? Because you miss one single word and the numbers will be different. Trust me. We have tried it several times in more than 500 plus sessions. Trust me. People do skip some words. First point. Okay? If you're okay with reading, you got to know what is less than operator, greater than or equal to, between, and sort of thing. Then the second important thing is putting it on a paper. If you don't put it on paper, sometimes your assumptions and virtual calculations can go wrong because it's numbers, and numbers are crazy. Okay, they are undeterminable. So make sure that you put it on a paper. You will always be allowed to have a sheet of paper and pen to use for calculations. So you can always put it on paper and be sure, cross check that this is what the value was and this is what the value put in, right? And third important thing in solving these type of question is the question itself. See, first part is scenario. What is the range is all about. But the question is in the last line that, hey, now as per EP or by applying EP, I want to know minimum number of test cases. Second, I want to know what are the valid test cases. Third, I want to know which one will fall into this class, which one will fall into all class, which one will fall into, none of the class. So the third part is the most crucial again. That do you really know what they are asking you? And if all three goes good, you will not go wrong. Trust me. Okay. Three things important. One, preparing the ranges. Two, being sure that what you've created is correct. That is by putting on the paper and cross verifying with the data again. And third, what is the question being asked you? If all these are good, then you will absolutely be right. And trust me, many people don't listen to me. Trust me. Okay. Because even if I do tell them 100 things, they do ignore it or forget it or negligence, whatever you call it as. Okay. Or accidental. They may forget it. Point being made is you have to stick to it. Okay, you will have to be very very patient. You will have to be making sure that I do it. Okay, and that important thing what I wanted to tell you right now here is that you should always have your answer first before looking at the options. Mark my word. Point number 4. Okay, if you start looking at options, sometimes you do get carried away by the options and you may pick something wrong. So get the question, put it on the paper, get your answer first, your calculation. That, okay, as per me, there are 3 test cases. Why? Because of this. Then look at the option. Or as per me, these are the number of values which will fall into the same class. Fantastic. Then look at the option. You will be double sure. Even if you're going wrong, you will be corrected. Okay? Even if you're going wrong, you will be corrected. But if you get influenced by the options and then start solving, you don't know the dark side of ISTQB. Okay? We spend more time in preparing options than question. Okay, we spend more time writing the options than the question. Okay, so you can understand how crazy we play with your mindset and psychology. You might be thinking I'm going right, but actually it is wrong. And you can watch my playlist on all the sample questions. That is 120 questions which you have discussed. We have told you several times that, hey, this is how they trick you around. This is how you will think this is wrong. This is right. But actually, that is wrong. Why? Because you did not read this word. You did not read that word. So just take care of these 4 points, and I think it should be all okay. Okay. And we have proven these things with our different sessions. And trust me, it should help you. Let me know if you need anything else. Could you recommend the best website with 3.1 mock test except Parshala? No, there are no websites. Trust me. No best websites. They're all fake questions, same question. Even I can give you those 1,500 questions in PDF format. Okay. Trust me, what they have on their website, I already have it like in my local hard disk on my laptop. But the point is, they're all fake. Fake in the sense like most of them are out of syllabus. Second, questions are incomplete. Even if some questions are okay, then the answers are not correct. So I have till date, like 5 years, I started this channel. I've never recommended any website. Forget about Pathshala or ISTQB Guru and all that. They are actually wrong. So I don't recommend wrong things to my followers. So I would suggest better not to look at that. But if you're going there, you're going on your own risk. Second, I have published a link on the earlier chat. Again, let me drop it. So these are the only three mock papers what ISTQB recognizes and officially declares that this is what my examination pattern will be, complexity, the way we will ask you and everything. So if you get what you want from here, that is enough. Okay. 120 questions are more than enough to understand what is the examination all about. You don't need anything else. And second thing, if you don't get in 120 question that what is the examination all about, you will never get it with 2000 question also. So straightforward, right? So trust me, let's not get confused with these useless websites because these people try pinging them. No, that's all I say. Last thing I can say is ping the author, that person who owns the website, and trust me, you will never get a response from that guy because this person himself or herself is not certified. They don't know the answers for it. Okay. So I would not recommend anything which I don't host or ISTQB does not host. I can take responsibility of what ISTQB hosts or what I host. Okay. So please don't confuse yourself. I would humbly request you because many people come confused to me. I don't have any possibility to share my screen or else I would have shared you. Right now, I can show you 100 questions in this week which are coming from these websites. They copy and paste here. What is the answer of this? All I say is none of above. Because of course I know there is no right answer in that. But I cannot write a passage to explain them, no, what is the right answer. So sometimes I just have to write very straightforward that none of the above because it is out of syllabus, and in that also the option is incorrect. All the four options are wrong. So I just write 2 lines telling them this because I don't have so much time that I can write a passage to rediscuss the topic and then also that person will not get it. See, written and verbal are two different things. I can say any word here and make you explain, but written sometimes you don't understand what I'm trying to convey. So I don't write passages there. You can see any comment. I'll just write maximum 2 to 3 lines, which gives them to the point answer. But justifications I push to live session. That please join here if you want a more detailed explanation, and I'm happy to give that. Okay, so all the best. Please stick to these three mock papers, which has 120 questions, and trust me, you will not need anything else. Okay, and many people ask me why ISTQB doesn't have dumps. Answer is ISTQB is not a tool-based question team. Please understand that. Dumps are for tool or languages like Java, Oracle, MySQL, Jira, right? Postman. Tool is fixed. Even if I do a certification every single day and create different papers, I have to revolve around the tool. So that's why you have dumps. And many people don't understand the difference between dumps and a concept-based examination. Okay, ISTQB is concept-based examination. The limit is infinity. I can ask you anything in testing by just explaining you a few things. So there are no dumps for it. Question paper changes every time, and the questions are twisted every time. Positive will turn negative, negative will turn positive. So there are no dumps for it. But if you talk me about Jira, yeah, Jira has a dump. Oracle database has a dump. Java has a dump. Postman has a dump. Why? Because they are fixed. This is what the limit is, right? And all I can ask you after 10 years is within that. So making dumps is basically helping you to know that, okay, these are the question. If I know these 1000 question, anything from these 1000 question itself will come. Okay, they cannot do anything beyond that. But ISTQB is not a tool based certification. It's a concept, and concept doesn't have boundaries. So there are no dumps for concept based certification. Okay, so Let's understand that. So that's why we don't have dumps. Okay, there's a reason for it. Sintu says, thank you for the explanation, sir. You're welcome, Sintu. That's good to hear. And Khalil says, sir, what is the difference between software testing foundation level exam and automotive software testing exam? You have the answer right in your statement, Khalil. Number one, as I told you, probably you can watch the first video, okay, of any playlist. You take it foundation or automotive also. Any playlist, take the first video, very first video in the playlist, and there I give you the tree of the certification. And every certification I explain in the first video that what are these certifications. Okay, so ISTQB Foundation is generic. That means any tester, no matter which industry, which organization, which domain, what portfolio, what seniority, juniority, okay, anybody is can take that foundation. It's very generic, independent of the domain, level of job, experience, and practices. But after you are done with foundation level, the next level is specialist. That means, hey, I know now what is testing. Now it's time for me to get certified on what I actually do. So you can be a automotive tester, you can be a security tester, you can be AI tester, you can be mobile application tester, performance tester, usability tester. There are many certifications, right? So these are domain and role specific certifications. So if you now say after doing foundation, which is very generic, doesn't talk about any domain and segment all about. Now I say I'm a game tester. Can I have a certification from there? Yes. So ISTQB gives you a specialized certification called as game tester. Same way we have gambling tester. So now coming to the point, what is automotive tester? This is more from domain point of view. That what is ISO 26262? What is A-SPICE? What is Mr. C standards? What is ASIL levels? How do we create test cases based on the criticality and safety integrity level, right? Then what is A-SPICE? How do we do process improvement in automotive industry? So every thing that is the chapters, the content will not be generic. Only an automotive person can understand it, right? So you are getting recognized for being a tester in automotive industry. Okay, so that's the difference between ISTQB Foundation and automotive test. Foundation is for anyone, even a fresher. In fact, not even a fresher. If you're in final year of your academics, you can go and take foundation because that's really generic. But after that, when you start working, you take your specialization certification. That where do I work? Am I a mobile tester, game tester, automotive tester, whatsoever? You can just take that. I hope it answers. Sintu says, so could you please put some more videos about EP questions and solutions? Yeah, some more questions in the sense I already have 3 mock papers. But yes, that's what my resolution of 2024 says. I'll be preparing more specialized questions and videos for especially for technique because that's been in demand from many time, like from anyone, and many people ask me about the same. So I think I'm going to prepare a special playlist only for techniques and add all the questions whatsoever. Thank you for your suggestions, Into. Well accepted, and I'll work on it. Dinesh says, good evening, sir. Any guidance on mobile performance testing tools? Very good evening, Dinesh. Welcome aboard. And mobile performance, I think APM has it inbuilt, so you should be able to do that. And other than that, I'm not sure if I know anything because I've not worked a lot with the mobile performance, but Appium has a inbuilt performance test which you can perform. Okay, so you just have to get the libraries and you can perform the required performance test on the mobile. However, I'll check offline and drop you a text offline, okay, on your cell. That what do you think? What are the recommended solutions for performance? Thank you for bringing it up. I'll just work on it and let you know. Khalid says, understood, sir. You're welcome. Sintu says, okay, sir. Thank you. What else, team? We got another 6 minutes to go from this live session and looking forward to assist you as much as possible. So let me know if you have any more questions to go. Don't forget to drop a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, please do not forget to subscribe. We have 5 million views, but we have only 35,000 subscribers. YouTube asks me why this happens, why your people are not subscribing your channel. And I'm like, I don't know. So please do subscribe if you're new to the channel. we would love to have you in our family, and that would certainly bring more energy to our channel because we want to reach maximum of our QA community. But with your one subscription, one like, YouTube will do that job for us. Okay, one man cannot make a big difference, but together we can, right? So your support will reach the algorithm of YouTube. YouTube will further recommend it to many other people, and that's how we can bring together a better level and understanding of software testing concepts to all our QA community and educate them for free of cost with the world's best quality content. Trust me, today on Google, if you go and type ISTQB Foundation tutorials, all you see is this channel. Any corner of the world, any corner of the world is because of the quality what we provide and the response what you have given to that particular quality. You agreed, yes, we are happy, he's right. So in that context, YouTube understands it and we reach. But again, not all the testers in the world we have reached so far, and we want to give them the best content possible so that everyone can at least save some cost for their certification training. They don't have to take expensive trainings. I know people, I find they say that I wasted around you know around $500 to get this training done. But later, when I heard from one of my friend that better than that training, the videos were available for free. And trust me, I went through your playlist after the exam also, and then I realized I wasted $500 just like that because that training was not so detailed the way you explained. And I've got these feedback from real users, and I was like, really? Then I should spread my wings for sure. I'll do anything to reach the maximum set of people so that I can at least help them save some money for all the training what they pay. So that would need a little bit of your support. So just do that. Okay. All right. Yeah. So we are almost coming to the end of our live session for today. We got another 3 minutes to go from here. Waiting for any final questions if you have. I would love to answer. And once again, meanwhile, we are going to bring a lot of content for you. So please do subscribe to our channel so that you can get notified. And second, I told you that we have another channel called as Testing in Nutshell. And there we do anything beyond ISTQB. Okay. So you'll have everything what you need. Colin says, thank you so much for all you do. Have a fantastic weekend. Thank you so much, Colin, for being here. Go ahead, team. Got anything? Do not hesitate. We are here for you, and we don't judge you based on your question. Okay? We don't judge you based on your question. So we just answer your question. That's it. I have nothing to judge you. And if you really want to know what I do otherwise in my work-life balance, like my personal side of my life, you can also look at this channel and be a happy subscriber of that also. I recently, based on request of many of our viewers, they said, hey, you keep traveling so much because of your work. Why don't you share some experience about it with all of us too? And so I thought of like starting a channel where I talk about my personal life, the travelings, the journeys, the exploration, and what is that do I do in my free time. So if you're really interested to explore the other side of the world, another side of a professional person, you can obviously be a part of this channel too. Just requesting. Okay. So if you love and like it, right? Anyways, I think there's nothing more for today. And yeah, we started getting thank yous. Thank you, Khalil. Thank you, Sintu. It's all my pleasure that I could serve and I could assist and answer your questions. That gives me a great pleasure, always. That's the reason I join here in live session to make sure that those who are in need, I'm the friend in indeed. Okay. So, anyways, so let's wrap it up. So, thank you so much for being here. Once again, a very, very happy new year to all of you because this is the very first week and very first live session of 2024. And we just want to wish you again from bottom of our heart a very happy and prosperous 2024 to all of you. May all your dreams come true and you will have all the successes what you may need or to achieve as a part of 2024. Okay. And if you think I'm someone who can assist you, I can help you, please do let me know. You can reach me on LinkedIn, you can reach me on Facebook, you can reach me on YouTube. Okay, where's the link? In the description below. Okay, every single video has all my links how you can reach me because sometimes people just don't go to descriptions, but I have it right there. Okay, every single video has all the links what you need. right? So reach me, be convenient, be unhesitant, and I'll be happy to answer. So that's all from this particular live session, team. Should you have anything else, feel free to comment below. I'm always there to address your queries and answer them well. Till then, keep learning, keep exploring, keep understanding the context. Thanks for being a part of this live session, team, and happy learning. Take care. See you next weekend. Till then, bye bye and stay safe. I'll see you again next Saturday.